hear that? The weird noise from the alternator. It does not sound normal.
Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. I want you to jump.
Colleagues, money will come. And I promise this house, this money will be released.
But before we deal with that, we still have a few loose ends from the last episode that could actually cause bigger problems if we ignore them. Today we are fixing all that. First up, the ECU. In the last episode, we mounted it in the rain tray, which looking back, it's a terrible idea if water goes in there. So today we are moving it inside the car where it's safe. Originally, I thought I would have to cut and extend each and every single wire and get it through the firewall, which would take forever. But then I realized I could actually fit the whole ECU plug through the hole without cutting anything. So instead of making more work, I pushed the plug through the hole and mounted the ECU inside. After that, I added a rubber grommet to seal the hole and keep water out. Okay guys, so this is the current setup whereby if you are switching on the key, the pump actually goes. I'm not sure if you can hear it. Let's just go to the pump. There it is. And it doesn't stop up until you switch off the ignition key, and of which I feel like it's a lot dangerous. I mean, for obvious reasons, should the car be involved in an accident, ignition remains on, the fuel pump will always pump, and until something bursts, so you don't want that kind of setup. So at the moment, my plan is to connect it to a relay that would connect to the computer box, and then the fuel pump now will be controlled by the computer box. So it will tell it after it has pressurized. When you switch on the car, it will switch off, and it won't go on forever. When the engine is not running, the fuel pump will not run. So that's the kind of setup that I'll be setting up now. So at the moment, I just have this power wire coming from the fuel pump, just connecting here to the ignition. So I'll just come up with a new setup with the relay and connect this to the output of the relay and connect the relay power to the battery in the bonnet. I needed to locate the trigger wire for the fuel pump on the computer box so that I'm able to connect it to the relay. So this is my relay holder, and on this side I just combined the two wires, which is I'll just show you a diagram shortly. And this one here goes to the fuel pump, and these two combined goes to the battery, and this one here is the switched earth. It just goes to the computer box. So at the moment I'm just busy fishing this one that goes to the battery out. I just managed to get it out through that hole here, and I made a plan that it doesn't get pinched. So I'll just come to the other side to show you. Yeah, so here's the wire. I can just pull it from here and make sure that it doesn't get caught up with the body of the car.
Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. I want you to jump. Get ready, get ready.
Okay, so now that I've fished the wire straight to the battery, I'm just gonna have to fuse it. So I have my inline fuse. So basically I put my heat shrink to protect it. So what I'll do now is to just connect the two wires. Just use a bit of pliers. I just want to make sure that it's small enough that my heat shrink will go over it. That's now what I'm doing. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, this heat shrink is a little bit small. So I managed to get it through, and this is how it looks like. So yeah, I will just now make sure the connection is secure and use my lighter. Does this thing even like, alright. There we go. So that's secure. Now what's left is to connect this side to the battery, and then we go inside the car. So basically this is where my fuel pump was getting its power. So we're just gonna disconnect this part and connect it on our relay. So now I've connected the output of the relay to the fuel pump. What's left is that I connect this switch wire to the computer box right there. So let's do that, and then I'll connect the power and we will do a quick test. Okay, so I connected up everything now. I'm just gonna do a test to see what's gonna happen. Fingers crossed. Nice. So as you can hear, the car's running. And then I do a switch off, and then I switch it on. Then I heard the pump go for one, but nothing went on. So that's perfect. That's a job well done. So let me just tidy up everything here and close this all up. The alternator needed to be replaced, but even the one that I replaced it with is not perfect. At some point, I will have to rebuild both of them. every wire is all wired up and tucked in, as you can see.